welcome to episode 6 of the Checks Over Strikes podcast.
So we are broadcasting out of a remote location this week, and as Dee mentioned, we have a few things to talk about. Did you guys know that the postal strike is over? Federal government.
Oh, sorry, you're looking for
Yes.
me.
Oh, how are you?
I didn't have a chance to come in.
Yes.
Suban, acting
Yes.
principal, yeah.
Yes.
How you doing?
You are.
All right. What's your name?
Dean.
Dean?
Craig.
Craig?
Craig. Yes. Yes.
So how is it going? How did it go this morning with the kids? I didn't have a chance to. We had a couple of fires I had to put out from yesterday. So you guys the workshop went well?
Yeah. We were here this past summer, so
Yeah. So the kids know you and you know them.
the kids.
and
Yes,
so on.
exactly.
Good.
Yeah.
So what exactly are you guys? So I saw some of it about either if you know.
We teach financial literacy.
Financial literacy. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I wish I had some of that.
It's a reigning theme that we hear.
Yeah, it's a theme. It's a
Yeah,
theme
yeah,
that we always hear. But we're here to give the kids our real life experiences,
Yeah.
experiences, and we make it relatable because we look like
Yes.
them.
Yeah. Good.
So
Yeah, and yeah, it's the financial literacy piece is like we spend a lot, right? And so you guys know what you're doing, so that's good. And I came down and the kids were very attentive, and you guys
Yeah.
are doing a good job engaging them.
Thank
that's
you.
the thing.
Yeah,
They're
that's what's
attentive,
important.
They're engaged, and I hope that they leave with at least one or two things that they can.
that's
our main mission.
That's the main mission.
One or two things.
And they go back to their parents and tell,
Yeah.
have that discussion because it's the
Yeah.
dialogue that's important.
Yeah, so that's good. But anyway, I'm just heading down to the lunchroom. I have to go on duty.
No problem. No problem.
That's what I do. I go in the lunchroom and then I go outside for an hour, and I'll probably pop in the
Pop in.
afternoon.
All right.
So if you don't see me, it's not I'm ignoring you.
No.
It's a really good day today. And what I find is it's just the 4 or 5 kids, and we're just trying to get them to focus a little bit.
Yeah.
better. You know, and one kid he said, I hate school, and you know, I said, you know what, I didn't always like school until I discovered the things I like to do, so it made school a lot of fun.
There has to be a reason behind it. I think Kofi is doing the whole mental health as well. I think that's
It's a
key.
big part of it. It
key.
is a big part. You're right. It's a big part of it. You know, it's a big.
I don't know if I ever hated school. I liked school.
I loved it. And I loved it because of sports. Like, I mean, you know, I had some good teachers. But good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah.
But so that's what I shared with the little guy today. That it wasn't so much. I love going to classes. There are things that I did at school that made me want to go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, sports was
Sports,
the number
yeah.
one thing for me. So, and doing things with my friends, good things.
It was a different time, different era. I
Yeah.
like the era I grew up in. It was, yes, we were bad, but not
They had
what's
horse
going.
and buggies then, or
Not so. It's like this. What kids are going through this
No,
day and age is crazy.
Tough. It's tough. It's the mental. You guys know the mental challenge that so many of our young people are faced with, and cuts across all socioeconomic groups, right? All the different groups, and we see it. And it's not only the kids, but also the adults too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So usually, if the parents are affected by something, the chances are the kids are going to be affected.
Yeah. Just asking questions about, what a RESP is. A lot of
Yeah.
them don't know what it is, and we're like, tell your parents what it is so you can have dialogue because it's something that every kid should have access to.
Wow.
And it's just knowledge, right? It's nothing. It's not brain science. It's just knowledge.
You don't know what you don't know.
Well,
No, that's a good way to get it started. Yeah, I'm so happy that you guys continue to do this work because not like you've started it,
Yeah.
you've continued it.
yeah.
Like I don't know deal with this, so I always, when I go outside in the morning, I always have something to say, and I'd ask them, "Are you ready to learn today? Are you ready to learn today?" And before they answer, I tell them what they must say.
Yeah.
I've already started, Mr. Subban. I've already started. So
wow.
you guys are getting them started down that financial road.
Yes, it's
Thank
important.
you guys very much.
No problem, man. We
Okay.
appreciate you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
That's PK Subban's dad?
Yeah.
I never met him before.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys just got a taste from PK Subban. So he's an NHL All-Star.
No. So that's his dad. PK Subban's dad.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The All Stars dad was
Okay,
here.
sorry,
He
yeah.
blessed us on the podcast. So his son grew up in, or him. I think he also has another brother.
has a brother, yeah.
That plays hockey as well. So they
Yeah.
both play in the NHL. And yeah, so he just came in and just blessed us with his presence, just talking about what we're doing. So as you can see, we go out there, we teach the youth about learning about money because, as he said, I wish I learned about money when I was younger. That's a reigning theme that we always hear. But back to what we were talking about, the Canada Post strike, and they went back to work now. So
Finally over.
that means I'm gonna have like probably a stack like this waiting at my door of mail, of bills that people have been sending to me that I didn't notice was even MIA, but man, I'm gonna have an anxiety or panic attack.
Back to those bills, man. Nothing was coming. You notice only important things came by like DHL.
Yeah,
If it was very important, it came by DHL. It was.
I didn't get no mail. The only thing I got was Amazon. Amazon was clutch. Amazon said we're not dealing with government postal. We have our own service, so shout out to Amazon. And if you didn't know, I think Amazon hit an all-time high last week or a week before. So if you don't have your Amazon stocks now, at one point it hit 4,000. Don't miss the boat for it to shoot back up. How long it's going to take to get there, who knows? Will it get back there? We don't know. But if you go and do your research, you'll know if it's a good price. Sorry, I'm just kind of segueing because a lot of things just popped up for me. Walmart is the 2024 Company of the Year. They outbeat Amazon, Costco. They're doing amazing. And at one point, everybody was saying that Amazon's going to overtake Walmart. But Walmart is putting their foot down back. No, we're going in guns blazing, and we're going to be the top shotters. So shout out to Walmart. And if I'm pretty sure everybody watching this goes to Walmart. And what's the saying? You go in wanting one item, you come out with a shopping cart. So they must be doing something, right?
And I'm thinking to myself, Walmart does it so quietly.
Oh,
They don't. They're
no
not,
flyers, no nothing.
Yeah, they're not boisterous, but they're killing the market.
And no advertising. Walmart is just Walmart. It's instead of going to Amazon to order it, you go and you physically see what you need. But then they get you so good. Oh, we got this sale, we got that sale, we got this theme, we got that theme. Get you so neatly. I don't bring my kids there because they see one, two things. Can I have this? Can I have that? And it's not even in a section that's geared towards them, but they still want something. So Walmart knows what they're doing. That's another company that hit. I think they hit at least 3 or 4 all-time highs for the year. So meaning and they did a stock split this year too. So that you got a 4-to-1 and they hit all-time highs at least 3-4 times.
What's their going price for a share right now?
I think they're about $70,
If I can
$80.
ask.
Walmart $94 right now, US. And at one point when they did the split, you could have got it as low as like $67. They started the year like with the stock split, $52. And they're up 80% for the year.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. Sorry, so going back to this Canada Post strike that I don't give two bleeps about. You know what's funny? It's a chain reaction that's happening right now because people are pissed, and I literally got a text saying my anxiety is going through the roof because Canada Post hasn't shipped out the presents or the presents I got for people.
Boy.
Like some people really take the holiday season like to the bone, like.
I don't have a care for it, to really be honest with you.
But it's literally having a chain of events. Like people don't have the bills. I can almost imagine how many people are getting phone calls saying, "Oh, you're late on your thing. I didn't get a bill." Well, Canada Post didn't send it out, and it's like you can't blame them for not paying your bill. You know it comes every month. You got to figure out a way, right? They're even sending out emails saying, "Hey, Canada Post is on strike," so it's like they're sending you those reminders. So you can't be ignorant.
Honestly,
to that, you know?
Christmas is a fourth quarter revenue generator.
Yeah.
I know I can't say this to my kids, and once I was a kid and I didn't look at it, I didn't view it as that, but it is. Let's call a spade a spade. That's what it is. And again, you're rushing out to buy gifts. to ultimately see a response from yourself because you actually want to see how that person's going to receive your gift. So is it really about that person or is it about you? That's just my take on it.
Mr. Auslancer, can you please come to the main office? Your pizza has arrived.
Where's our pizza?
And we're dying for hunger. No pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it should be an essential service though. What's your thoughts on that? I think it needs to be.
Well, seeing the impact that it's having, businesses, people, packages, and mail. The great thing is, because there's so many other outlets that you can use. I think if it was Canada Post solely, most definitely, because everybody would be feeling it. Like some people, they have to wait on medication and whatnot. And if they can't get it through the thing, or not even medication, sorry, like passports and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they go directly through Canada Post. Now imagine you had between those 2-3 weeks and you had to fly out, then you'd be stuck.
You'd be stuck.
It's like, what do you do? So, yeah, for the most part, I think it should be. But even if it was an essential service, they still have the right to strike.
Yeah. Again, I'm a big advocate or supporter when it comes to equality, and
But wait a second, Canada Post is government. It's government thing. It's
yeah, the feds sent them back when they couldn't
Yeah.
come to an agreement.
So wouldn't that put them in the category of essential service already then? Because
Yeah, I assume so. I'm just wondering why it took so long. But again, I guess when it comes to negotiation and union stuff, it has to be done in a way because they were on strike for like 27 days, almost a month.
you see, the thing is, when you have a union, it protects you in these situations, and then, but you have to always come into these types of things negotiating with the other side. So it's it protects the employee on one standpoint, like job security, but
Yeah.
when it comes to negotiation, you're left out there in the bush to
In the cold,
figure it out.
the bush and the cold.
That also, when people have those type of secure jobs in unions, they don't look at worst case scenarios. So for example, you're getting a nice steady paycheck, but now you never thought of going on strike and now you're not getting that steady paycheck. And instead of you putting away that emergency fund, you're left out and be like, yo, what do I do? Like, do I just go search for a next job?
Yep.
How long are we gonna be on strike? How do I pay my bills? I got this to pay, I got that to pay. So it's literally having a ripple effect on people, not just the workers, or not just the outside people, but the workers as
yeah.
well. So it's like, you have to always be ready for the worst case scenario. For us, we never knew the pandemic was gonna happen. I never thought this was gonna happen. I was on my high horse, and then pandemic said, no, you're gonna sit back down. Like, no, I'm gonna humble you right now. So if you don't prepare for these storms, it's gonna just blow you away.
Very quickly at that too, because again, as we talk about, it's the holiday season right now. People are worried about, like you said, people are worried about their gifts in the mail. It's a holiday season, and now the government just introduced the tax-free holidays. So to me, is that a gimmick to get votes? Because why now?
I don't see it as doing anything special, especially it's look who they're serving. They're serving the masses, but the masses, it's like you screwed us over for so long. Like, what is this really doing for us?
Exactly.
And this has no effect for business. Like, if it was for businesses, great, because now businesses can use that money to do other things. But me saving a couple dollars on, and look at the categories they're doing: food, toys,
yeah.
video games. It's nothing to say like, hey, you don't have to pay your property tax. That would have made a big difference.
That would make a
for
huge
people.
difference, but then it's like taking a step back because how much money would they've lost?
Yeah, so exactly, right? So wherever they're taking this tax from, somebody's gonna feel it in the back end.
Someone's gonna
And
feel a pinch.
it's essential, like as you're saying, government, the money you pay in taxes goes towards infrastructure,
schools,
roads,
yeah.
police, ambulance, all these things, right? So they're literally robbing Paul to pay Peter. That doesn't make any sense. And funny thing is, we live in a country where we can print money, but printing money devalues the money.
Yeah.
So it's like, why do this? It's like, you're not making sense. Make it make sense. So it's like, something's here that's missing that we're not seeing with the naked eye, but all things in the dark come to light. So we'll see how this comes about. It's like, oh, we saved $2 billion. How'd you save $2 billion and you're a country in debt?
I know.
Make it make sense.
I know.
You're sending.
I can never understand
Listen,
that.
I'm not gonna get into the political thing, but you're sending money to places where they're in whatever, but people are partying out there as if like they're living their best life, and we're over here struggling. So
Yep.
something's not correlating here. But I'll leave that for another time. I'm not a man that likes to talk about the politics and the politics, so I'll leave it at that. But
Yeah, we just wanna we wanna dip into it, but not too extensively. However, we just need to ensure that, again, if you're going to be doing holiday shopping, if you're going to go out there and be amongst the masses when it comes to shopping, do it properly, do it responsibly,
your pizza smelling good right now. Holy
do it with a budget. And can you just imagine? All you gotta do is take a sniff and you're full. That will be the best diet ever. The best diet ever. But yeah, guys, we want you guys to make sure that you guys, when you guys are doing your holiday shopping and you're going out there and you're buying a whole bunch of gifts for people, be intentional with it. Create a budget. Make sure you're not falling into the new year and you're looking at your credit card, you're like, oh my God, what did I do? Just for a few smiles or just for a few people to say, oh my God, that gift was beautiful. Do it responsibly. Ensure that you have a budget, create a budget. It's not too late. I know Christmas is 8 days away. Me, ultimately, I don't really care. But again, I do have small kids. They're looking forward to it, but I'm not looking to make any expenditures out of my range.
We listen and we don't judge.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm over it. Because what does this holiday really
Yo.
symbolize?
For me, Christmas, it's just the one song that I just like to hear on the radio, and then that's it.
I'm more for the food.
No, the food, I'm getting to that point where I gotta limit myself with how much I eat now, because it's like, it's only one day. It's like, just be merry, and then that's it. But don't eat too much. So for me, it's just kind of, I would like to say relax, but at the same time, relaxing just slows me down. It's like I relax when I hit that ultimate goal. You don't need to be like me, okay? That's just my personal thing. But for me, I don't really like the holidays because everybody goes into just off mode. Like nobody's doing what they need to be doing, and me just having that business mindset. No, I'm around the clock. Like I know where my time is to have my, But for me, it's like everybody just goes into, like, when I'm saying everybody goes into like this holiday mode or like vacation mode, like specific services you need, like say a lawyer, they'll go off for like 3 weeks. Like I get people need their vacation, but make it make sense. Like, if like, and with lawyers, it's kind of funny. Like you don't know when their peak season's going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
When you need that specific person, you can't get that. The worst is a doctor. So if you're sick and your doctor's on vacation, what do you do?
Walking clinic.
And walking clinic's not the greatest, right? So that's kind of what I mean. I know it's a selfish reason, but everybody needs time off. But sometimes it's a bit drawn out, in my opinion. It's like, what do you do for 3 weeks to a month? And again, this is me just kind of being selfish, but after like 2 weeks, you're like, okay, I'm kind of bored. What am I doing now? Like,
Yep.
So, or just letting people know, like, hey, this is, I don't know. It's just my personal opinion about things. Yeah.
I think I just heard someone think. I think we should start doing a podcast.
Hey, it's the way of the future. It's an underserved market where they say people don't get past the first 21 episodes. So our mission is to get past the first 21 episodes.
I think consistency
But
is key.
in order to be consistent, we need subscribers. So make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and share it with a friend. If you learned something today or you liked what we're talking about, share it with a friend, because that's the only way people grow. It's word of mouth, right? That's the best form of advertising.
Yep.
So if you have a small business and you're looking for advertisement or where you can branch out and let people know about your business, you can hit us up. You can hit us on info@checksoverstrikes.com, and we can have a conversation on how you can get your business shouted out on our podcast.
Yep.
Speaking of businesses, so you were reading something about something on the BDC.
Yeah, I
to
was let me pull that up because I think it was
future-proof your business.
yeah, and it was interesting because they had some cool stats. Let me bring it up. I'm not in my normal environment here, but BDC future.
So while Craig looks for that, when I hear future-proof, I think AI technology, and the way AI technology is moving at such a rapid pace. Like, if you don't get on now, you're going to be left behind. You're going to become the next Blockbuster. Sorry to say it. I was speaking, there's a guy that I speak to through online. He's in the UK. Yo, I don't know how this guy figured this stuff out, but it's mind blowing. He helps restaurants double their income and whatnot in the UK, and now he's creating something like an AI order taker. So literally,
wow.
it's a real voice. They take your order. They have a conversation with you. He set it up for like his business to do discovery calls, and literally you just you click the button and it just starts talking to you. So it's like, hey, what's your name? And I'll be like, Dean. Oh, hey Dean, how's it going? Blah blah blah. Like, it has a conversation with you and everything. It's like, so what brings you here today? And as you say it, you can say like a whole dragged out 5-minute sentence, and then it'll just sum it up and be like, so this is what you're looking for, right? Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. So this is what we offer, and about like literally phone bone conversation. And what was really mind blowing, he used his own voice to be the person on the other side. So you wouldn't even know you're speaking to
Damn, yeah.
a AI clone of his voice.
Wow.
I was like, yo, this is so sick. And then when I heard him do the ordering thing, man, like, you need to get AI on it ASAP. Like, imagine having phone calls. Like, for me, I hate having to message the apps and then you're talking to a chat bot.
Yeah, chat, yeah.
But now if I'm speaking to someone and I don't know the difference, that's a game changer.
Yeah,
Because
very
like,
much
I'm not
so.
calling, and then they're not paying nothing to have that service on the back end. They're probably paying a monthly subscription. But that's like, you go from having like a cost of like hiring people down to something like this. It's a game changer for businesses. It's so cool what they're doing with AI nowadays.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, now that I found how to future-proof your business, and according to the BDC study, 6 trends will transform Canadian companies. So they have it from 2 components. You have demographic trends, and then technology trends. And the first trend was just the aging workforce and how that's going to look like with the working age population growth rate. And then the next one is the rise of millennial generation. It said more than 50% of Canadians' workforce will consist of millennials and Generation Z by 2030. So what it does, it just gives you a summary of what you should do from a business standpoint to ensure that you are touching these individuals. So with the rise of millennial generation, it says position your business on social media, which makes sense. Partner with schools, invest in training, and develop leadership in-house. The next one is a more cultural diverse population. So up to 80% of Canadians' population growth will be accounted for by immigrants by 2032.
That's already now.
Yeah, that's basically what it is now. Advice: reach out to immigrant communities. Take advantage of government programs. Customize your training. Customize your training. And draw on strengths of immigrant workers. So this is just kind of telling you what to do to future-proof your business. I thought it was very neat, and I think that any business that you're starting, you definitely have to know who your demographic is. You got to know who you're selling to, and you also know they got to know, like, and trust you, as we all know. That's a very important key to ensure that whatever you're selling, whether it be a product or a service, is being executed. Know, like, and trust. A wise man taught us that, and it's really, really important.
Most definitely. Yeah, so this week I don't have no checks or strikes of the week. Yeah, I was very busy this weekend. Couldn't think of anything. But next week I'll be here with a check or a strike. With that being said, yeah, so it doesn't matter where we are, we're gonna find a way to make sure that we're consistent with this. We're on episode 6, so we're what 30, 20, yeah, about 30% there to conquering that goal of hitting 21. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, share this with a friend, and we'll see you next week.
And let us know. We don't mind having people on the show as well, right? So if you think of a person that may fit well with the show, we could talk. We could talk about things. Let us know who that may be. Could be you. Let's continue the dialogue.
See ya.